Hello everybody. This is lesson 6 of chapter 3. We are still doing common suffixes. Now we start with page 44. The first suffix is ptosis. Ptosis means drooping or sagging. Now what is the meaning of drooping or sagging? It means hanging down from exhaustion, maybe. Hanging down. This is the main, let's say, meaning. Hanging, to hang down. All right. Now, the first term we have nephroptosis. Nephr, I think you are familiar with this now. It is kidney. And ptosis, hanging down or drooping. So the meaning is drooping kidney. The pronunciation.
Nephroptosis. Nephroptosis.
The next suffix, ptisis. Ptisis is the suffix. The meaning is spitting, to spit something out of the mouth. All right. Hemoptysis. Now look at this root. Sometimes it is him, sometimes it is hemat. Right? You remember? If you remember. All right. And the pronunciation of the root here is a little bit different from when it is hemat. Hemat, you say hemat. But here, him. We pronounce it as short sound, him. So hemoptosis, and hem means blood. Sorry, not hemoptosis, hemoptysis, sorry. And ptysis is spitting. The meaning, spitting up of blood. If a patient has something in his mouth and there is some blood in his mouth, or even sometimes from the throat or whatever, now the patient spits it out, okay? Gets rid of that out of his mouth. Pronunciation.
Hemoptysis. Hemoptysis.
The next suffix we have ridge or regia, and it means bursting forth or maybe bleeding, something like bleeding. All right, regia or ridge. The first term we have hemorrhage, and again him here is blood, and ridge bursting or bleeding, so the meaning is bleeding. All right. Or bursting forth blood, we can say, but we can replace it with bleeding. Bleeding, it is obvious that blood is involved. All right. So you say bleeding or bursting forth of blood. The next term, gastrorrhea. Now, gastro, you are familiar with that, the root, it means stomach, and regia means bursting forth. Now, the meaning, bleeding from the stomach. Pronunciation.
Hemorrhage. Hemorrhage.
Gastrorrhea. Gastrorrhea.
Now, the next suffix is raphi, and it means suture. Suture, it means to sew. But we use the word suture in the medical field. Sew, we use it to sew clothes. If a dish dasha or a shirt is torn, we sew it. using a needle and thread. But when we talk about the medical field, if a person undergoes a surgery, when the surgeon, the doctor finishes the surgery, they suture the flesh. When they finish, they suture, again using a special kind of needle and thread. All right. The first term is colporrhaphy, and colp here means vagina, and I think you are familiar with this one now. Raphy, suture, the meaning is suturing the wall of the vagina. The pronunciation?
Colporrhaphy. Colporrhaphy. Colporrhaphy.
The next suffix is ria. Ria means flow or discharge. Now, the first term is otorrhea. Ot means ear, and rhea means flow or discharge. The meaning is discharge from the ear. When there is a problem, inflammation or something in the ear, sometimes a yellowish substance comes out from the ear. This is called discharge. Okay, let's see the pronunciation.
Otorrhea. Otorrhea. Otorrhea.
Let's see page 45. We have this suffix rixis, which means rupture. Now, what is the meaning of rupture? Rupture means damaged or torn. When there is an, let's say, an organ in the body that is damaged because of an accident, so we describe it as damaged organ. The first of the term here we have splenorhexis. Splen means spleen, and rhexis rupture. So ruptured or damaged spleen. Pronunciation?
Splenorhexis. Splenorhexis.
The next suffix we have sclerosis. Sclerosis means hardening, to become hard. And usually this suffix is used to describe the arteries in the body when they become hard because of the cholesterol and these things. So the term we have here, arteriosclerosis. Artery is the artery, and sclerosis is hardening. So hardening of the arteries. Pronunciation?
Arteriosclerosis. Arteriosclerosis.